Your personal visit in this regard is well appreciated by the Liberian people. Really, we've had some good successes and hope we can build upon it.
When the president took the unprecedented action by saying, I'm going to quarantine a slum area, then we begin to see people coming out. So I told her maybe it was good we did it as an undiplomatic public health way, but it did show us that people were hiding themselves.
What kind of challenges do we have? There are people who are resistant and very defiant. Some people are in denial. They don't believe that this is really a virus. Yeah, and some people say government is some conspiracy or something like that. It makes it very difficult for us. Then we have people with cultural practices that we have tried to stop. We told them that some bushmeat may be infected, not all bushmeat, but we don't know which one. So it's better to desist from eating, and they have refused. We tell people about washing the dead bodies. Some people culture, they have to wash the dead bodies. And sometimes they do that, and everybody who's involved in that ceremony gets sick and die.
So actually, what we are trying to do is beat the odds that people are saying we will get 20,000 by so-and-so. Some people are saying we will go for a year. We are hoping that we could do better in 6 months.
So my cry is that we should open borders. We need to discuss what measures we all need to take. Convince everybody that we've put in place appropriate measures that will contain this, and they can know that they don't have the risk of getting infected. Liberia is a major importer from Ghana.
We stand in solidarity with you in all the efforts you're making, and indeed we admire the courage with which the Liberian people are beginning to turn back, this deadly scourge. We held a meeting in Accra, and one of the main messages of my trip is to encourage all of us to look at the guidelines and implement the guidelines as we agreed in Accra, and to also put in place the appropriate screening measures so that we all know that economic activity can take place without the danger of spreading the disease to other parts of our countries or to other countries, and so it's necessary for the international community to see not just the immediate effects of the outbreak, but the wider ramifications in terms of what impact it would have.
I can understand that at the outbreak of this disease, a lot of actions and measures were taken in panic. The airlines have suspended flights. Madam President has drawn attention to problems with shipping lines, being reluctant to discharge cargo, expeditiously in the ports of affected countries, and these are issues we're going to take up. I believe that as long as all of us are implementing appropriate screening measures, we can allow normal economic activity to take place, because already Ebola is going to have an impact on the economy of this sub-region. And the more we take measures that restrict economic activity, the more grave the effect on our economies is going to be. I have spoken to the Secretary General of the UN and offered that we could use Accra as a center for getting logistics and personnel into your countries, and I would reiterate, that offer. The Secretary General has accepted, and I know currently they're in the processes of setting up that center and using it as a staging post for bringing in the much required logistics that we should be able to use to turn back the tide.
We wish to express our condolences to your government and the people of Sierra Leone. My visit is a follow-up of the health ministers took effect it actually broke out at the most important economic season for us. This is when our farmers are tilling their fields. Now, because of Ebola, all attention has been focused on the disease outbreak. And so for all the international organizations that have made pledges, as chair of ECOWAS, I wish to appeal to them to speed up the rollout of making sure that those resources are available in the affected areas to be able to fight the Ebola scourge. And so we want to thank the international community for the solidarity, but like I said, we must speed up making sure those resources are available. We're going to the UN General Assembly, and that would be the first opportunity for us heads of state after the health ministers conference to be able to meet on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly and review some of these issues that have come out since our last meeting.